Well, the arts can help us acquire a lot of new skills and help us develop new ways of thinking. In almost every art class, students have important opportunities to listen with their ears, their eyes, and their whole body. And it's especially important and relevant in art classes. Having those kinds of opportunities can help kids learn and listen more quickly and easily in other situations. It's really important in the arts to listen with our whole bodies because there are so many different details that kids are trying to learn and pick up on as part of a new process. So teachers often demonstrate examples, and listening with the whole body can help kids pick up on each of those different details that they're trying to grasp. So, for example, with ears listening, teachers almost always explain the process first. So they'll explain steps that they might not be able to pick up on by watching the demonstration. Teachers might tell the kids how they should feel while they're doing the new process, what to expect, and some common mistakes that they might encounter. By listening carefully to the verbal explanation, students usually catch some helpful tips that will help them their first time around. For eyes watching, this is very important because when learning to draw or paint, the teacher will usually show an example, painting or drawing something for yourselves, like this one. The students will be able to see things that the teacher might not say. For example, the kids will notice how fast or slow the teacher creates the image, how they hold their pencil or brush, so sometimes that's very important, holding it this way or very up close. And they'll also be able to notice how the teacher checks their progress and corrects mistakes as they go along. Watching a mentor do a task or example can be a big confidence boost for kids when they're trying something new. In dance or theater classes, for example, those demonstrations are very important. A teacher will demonstrate different steps or combinations and how they should look. And this is really important because a lot of times in dance and theater, how a step looks is what makes it correct or not. Often these activities are also done in groups, so everyone needs to look the same in order for it to be correct. And demonstrations here are very important because kids can pick up on details like timing, rhythm, and dynamics of transitions, which really helps refine those skills. Also, in dance, it can be very difficult to watch yourself because you're turning and jumping all over the place. So sometimes teachers will give examples of incorrect steps that they see their students doing. So they'll show an incorrect example that's being commonly done in the class. And by watching that incorrect example and listening to the explanation of what makes that visual incorrect, it gives the students a unique opportunity for self-awareness. They can see what is wrong with the example and help identify and self-correct if they're doing that thing in the class. In terms of body still, this is always really important to show respect to the person who's speaking, but it's especially important in the arts. Many artists and performers rely on something called muscle memory. And muscle memory is something that forms when you do a particular action over and over and over again until it feels natural. So often in the arts, particularly in dance, but not exclusively, students are asked to be very still and focused during the demonstration, and then together the teacher and the students practice that movement to make sure it's done correctly. If a student is not paying attention and is moving while the demonstration is going on, they can end up practicing incorrectly and learning incorrect muscle memory, which will be difficult to correct later on. So listening and learning with the body is something that is really highly stressed in the arts. From creating correct brush strokes to a flawless pirouette, your body can help you learn if you let it help you listen.